The transition from high level artifacts to low level artifacts in relatively newer solo raids can be quite daunting. I went from having one level 10 and one level 9 God Killer artifact to having just a level 6 Taste of Evil artifact, which is the twin blades. So you can imagine my shock when I tried to use the teams I usually use with my level 10 and level 9, and I was getting very weak results. Of course, it's expected. When you are moving from very high level artifacts to lower level artifacts, it means that you have to be conscious of this fact and you have to make changes accordingly. So, this is a couple of days into this solo raid, and I've made some mistakes in the past, but hopefully, you won't have to make such mistakes. First example is using the kind of teams that you can use to clean up, right? So if you have high level artifacts, you can use almost any team to clean up. Silver Banshee will be amazing for clean up. Which other character? Even Batman Ninja team, generally any of their members will be amazing for cleanup. But as we have already seen, that this guy, Batman Ninja Lord Joker, is actually the very best ninja team and generally the best in the game for cleanup, especially it's especially more important when you have a low level solo raid artifact. In my own case, I'm using a level 6 twin blade. So you can imagine how low that attack is. Yeah, I know. So yeah, Batman Ninja or Joker is amazing once your artifacts are low. It's a given. Like there's no argument about that right now. And I know the game is going for maintenance today. As at the time of recording this video, the maintenance server maintenance should have started. It is not a game over. It's not an overall update. It's a server update. So don't expect fanfare or whatever. The characters we need, like what's his name, Beast Boy. Beast Boy is already in the game, so they're not doing this update to add Beast Boy to the game. Beast Boy is already in this game, and it will likely be released on or before Halloween, which is less than a week from when this video is released. So yeah, don't expect anything special from the updates. But yeah, for let's go back to the teams. That was a segue there. Back to the teams. Yeah, you want to use some of these teams, like this particular team you can see on the screen, which is Batman Ninja Lord Joker. Silver Banshee is still good, but she's definitely not as good as this guy for clearing. I don't know. Maybe I was one that didn't use her properly, or maybe I didn't have some luck using a special 3 when I was using her to clear. But I found that this guy even does better for clearing in solo rates. I probably in league race, he also one shot, so it's probably even better than Silver Banshee all around. 'Cause I know Silver Banshee is a character that everybody has access to, but so is this guy. Another thing I want to talk about is the Mortal Kombat team. Now, the Mortal Kombat team with high level artifacts, we all know how crazy this team can go. You would want to use Scorpion, you would want to use Raiden, and you would want to use Justice League, the Flash. Yeah, that's the dream team right there. And you want to use your God Killer on Scorpion, you want to use your dark metal cards on raiding, then have your whatever support artifact on the third character. So in the previous solo raid, Deathstroke solo raid, that was amazing to one shot. It was very, very much possible to one shot, even with just a 3-star Scorpion and a maxed out raiding. But when it comes to this solo raid, it's also possible. But if you don't have the maxed out artifact, I don't know how you are going to do that. And it's even got me thinking that even if you are going to use the exact same team in a different solo raid, for example, this Taste of Evil solo raid, you need to have God Killer on raiding. No, not on raiding, on Scorpion, right? Then you need to have DMC on raiding. A level 10 Twin Blade or level 10 whatever artifacts in this game is not going to be enough for you to one shot with Mortal Kombat team. So you need that amount of attack, which means you need to have two of them. So I think in this particular solo raid, it will not even make sense for you to use dark metal cards on raiding. I think you might be better off using, let's say you have two maxed out twin blades. You're better off using one of the twin blades on raiding and one of the twin blades on the support character. Then you have your God Killer, because that God Killer is very important on Scorpion, because you want to be able to down swipe and continue. I know some of you are gods at doing combo interrupt, and probably your phone is amazing and all of that stuff, and that's great. But the issue here is not see, the issue here is hazard. After your first set of combos, if you do not down swipe the boss, if you are going to hold block and wait for the boss to hit you to react with a combo interrupt, they may not do a basic hit. They will likely do a jump attack, which is why you need to down swipe them and continue to engage them, not giving them the chance. Anything that makes you stop attacking, they are going to jump. So it means that, yeah, for those of you that in this solo raid you have two maxed out support artifacts, use one of those support artifacts on raiding and use your God Killer. God Killer is going to be a must for Scorpion. Well, maybe you guys might find on that way. If you do find on that way, you can let me know in the comment section. But from what I can think of right now, I think that's how it's going to be. Any solo raid you're going to be playing, if you're going to go to the one that has Zatanna's Puppet, this is magic, then you are going to likely have to use Zatanna's Puppet on raiding and use Zatanna's Puppet on the support. Or I think when it comes to the case of Zatanna's Puppet, you could make an argument for having dual puppets on both raiding and Scorpion. Yeah, I think there's something there that could work because that way you become unblockable and you can continue the normal play. So I think, yeah, for this is magic for Deathstroke solo raid. I don't remember the name of that solo raid, but for those two solo raid, I think it will be easier to navigate. But for these other ones, you might need to change your strategy a little bit. And you can see that for this solo raid, I had to use Zatanna. Yes, I had to use Zatanna instead of Justice League the Flash because when I tried with Justice League the Flash, I only did about 500 million plus damage. But with Zatanna, I was able to do 700 because, of course, she has that health reduction and she has 300% damage boost, which takes Raiden to 900%. And like I said before, this team is going to be great for clearing. The only reason I could not clear in this case was because I made a mistake in the health reduction team, the first match. I made a mistake there and yeah, I lost my pips. But normally with health reduction, you can do up to 1.4 billion damage. So if you do that, then it's very easy for Mortal Kombat team to clear whatever is left after that. So that works for that. And the final thing is for Raven. So we know if you have high enough artifacts, if your artifacts level are really maxed out, there's almost nobody among, okay, let me not say almost nobody. There are certain characters that we know works well with raiding. Well, we'll talk about Constantine, we can talk about Shazam, we can talk about Blue Beetle, we can talk about Black Manta, we can talk about even Mr. Freeze, although personally I prefer to use Mr. Freeze on a different pip. We can talk about King of Atlantis Aquaman. But the issue is that those characters we just mentioned will do very well for you when the support artifacts are quite high. In my own case, where I have just a level 6 twin blade, the story has changed. So you cannot easily, it probably is possible, I don't know, to do 2 billion damage with maybe your Blue Beetle that is at 3 stars or 4 stars with a level 6, just a level 6 twin blade. I don't know how that would work out. I've not had success with any of that. I think you need a bit higher, a bit more attack to actually make that one shot 2 billion or 1.9 billion damage. So that would mean that your options are reduced. I don't have Constantine, I don't have Shazam, but I think those guys also need high level artifacts. You could correct me in the comment section. But yeah, you don't even need, what you just need to do is use Manta or use King of Atlantis Aquaman. I've done those two tests. Both Manta and King of Atlantis Aquaman can one shot with level 6 Twin Blade and Raven. The only thing is the game with Aquaman, I had to get to like the last 20 seconds or last 10 seconds or something like that. With Manta, I had a bit more time. So Manta will do it faster for you. If you have Manta, definitely it's for this solo raid or when you have lower attack, use Manta. If you don't have Manta, use Koam. That is the second best choice before you consider using either Blue Beetle or using Constantine or anything like that. Anyways, that's about it for the video. If you enjoy my videos, smash the subscribe button and I'll see you guys on the next one.